Hello everyone, welcome to the world of woodworking art. A combination of talent, perseverance and the right, precise tools is key to creating beautiful and precise carpentry works. In today's video we will explore the basic techniques in woodworking. Let's start learning now. Woodworking is the process of creating furniture, structures, and decorative items out of wood. It's an ancient craft that has been practiced for thousands of years, and today it continues to be a popular hobby and profession. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced woodworker, there are several basic techniques that you should know to get started. In this video, we'll cover the fundamental woodworking techniques that every woodworker should master. 1. Measuring and marking. The first step in any woodworking project is measuring and marking. Accurate measurements are crucial to ensure that your project turns out as intended. You'll need a tape measure or ruler, a pencil, and a marking knife or scribe. When measuring, make sure that your tape measure or ruler is flat against the wood and that you're measuring from the same point on both ends. Use your pencil to mark the wood where you need to cut, drill, or attach hardware. For more precise marking, use a marking knife or scribe to score the wood before making your cut. 2. Cutting. Once you've measured and marked your wood, it's time to make your cuts. There are several tools that you can use to cut wood, including a handsaw, circular saw, jigsaw, and bandsaw. Each tool has its advantages and disadvantages, and the tool you choose will depend on the type of cut you need to make. When cutting with a saw, it's important to follow your marked line as closely as possible. Use a steady hand and let the saw do the work. For curved cuts, use a jigsaw or bandsaw with a fine-toothed blade. Remember to wear eye and ear protection when using power tools. 3. Sanding. After making your cuts, you'll need to sand your wood to remove any rough edges or splinters. Sanding also prepares the wood for finishing. There are several types of sandpaper that you can use, including coarse, medium, and fine grit. Begin with a coarse grit sandpaper and work your way up to a fine grit. Sand with the grain of the wood and use a sanding block to keep the sandpaper flat against the wood. After sanding, wipe the wood with a clean cloth to remove any dust. 4. Joinery. Joinery is the process of connecting two or more pieces of wood together. There are several types of joinery, including butt joints, lap joints, and dovetail joints. Each type of joint has its advantages and disadvantages, and the joint you choose will depend on the strength and appearance you're looking for. To create a joint, you'll need to make a cut in each piece of wood that will fit together. The two pieces are then glued, screwed, or nailed together. For a stronger joint, use wood glue and clamps to hold the pieces together while the glue dries. 5. Finishing. The final step in any woodworking project is finishing. Finishing not only adds color and sheen to your project, but it also protects the wood from moisture and wear. There are several types of finishes that you can use, including oil-based, water-based, and spray finishes. Before applying any finish, make sure that your wood is clean and sanded smooth. Apply the finish in thin, even coats with a brush or spray gun. Allow each coat to dry completely before applying the next coat. 6. Safety. Safety should always be a top priority when working with wood. Always wear eye and ear protection when using power tools, and wear a dust mask when sanding or cutting. Keep your work area clean and free of clutter, and never leave your tools unattended. Conclusion. Woodworking is a rewarding and enjoyable hobby that anyone can learn. By mastering these basic techniques, you'll be able to create a variety of projects and improve your woodworking skills. Remember to always prioritize safety and take your time with each step of the process. With practice and dedication, you'll soon be creating beautiful and functional pieces of furniture and decor. In addition to the techniques mentioned above, there are several other basic woodworking techniques that are worth exploring. 7. Drilling. Drilling is a crucial skill in woodworking, as it's necessary for creating holes for screws, dowels, and other hardware. You'll need a drill and drill bits of various sizes. To drill a hole, mark the wood where you want to drill and position the drill bit on the mark. Hold the drill firmly and apply steady pressure as you drill the hole. Remember to choose the right size drill bit for the hardware you'll be using. 8. Planing. Planing is the process of smoothing and leveling the surface of the wood. You'll need a hand plane or a power planer. To use a hand plane, hold the plane with both hands and push it along the surface of the wood, working with the grain. Adjust the blade to take off thin shavings until the wood is smooth. Power planers work similarly, but they're powered by electricity and can take off larger amounts of wood. 9. Routing. Routing is a technique used to create decorative edges and profiles in wood. You'll need a router and various router bits. To use a router, attach the desired router bit and adjust the depth of the cut. Secure the wood and guide the router along the edge of the wood, making sure to keep it steady and following your marked line. 10. Turning. Wood turning is the process of shaping wood on a lathe to create objects such as bowls, vases, and pens. You'll need a lathe and turning tools. To turn wood, mount the wood on the lathe and secure it with a faceplate or chuck. Use your turning tools to shape the wood, working from the center outwards. Sand the wood and apply a finish once you're satisfied with the shape. 11. Carving. Carving is the process of removing wood to create decorative shapes and designs. You'll need carving knives, chisels, and gouges. To carve wood, draw your design on the wood and use your carving tools to remove the wood around the design. Work slowly and carefully, and make sure to keep your tools sharp. 12. Clamping. Clamping is essential in woodworking, as it holds the wood in place while glue dries or while making cuts. You'll need a variety of clamps in different sizes and shapes. To clamp wood, position the wood where you want it and use the clamp to hold it in place. Make sure the clamp is tight enough to hold the wood securely, but not so tight that it damages the wood. In conclusion, these are some of the basic techniques in woodworking that every woodworker should master. Remember to start with the basics and work your way up to more advanced techniques. By practicing these skills and taking your time with each project, you'll soon be creating beautiful and functional pieces of furniture and decor.